Saif's always like, you're just always posing. I'm like, yeah, I am. Get with the plan, Saif. Poo dialogues suddenly in this generation have become even more relevant than what they were even in 2000. Nah? I think female superstars or females have more courage to work together, you know, 3 great actors in one frame. 3 male superstars, I'm not quite sure. Have they really done that?
Today when you had a conversation with Ranbir, right? After the fatherhood that he is and, you know, you're a parent, there's a different kind of vibe.
Maturity that's there because there's a lot of mutual love between us, and because I'm happy that he's so happy today. No, Jab Bhi Met can't be remade. And it won't. It's too, I don't think so. No?
Hello everyone, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Speak Easy. My guest today is extremely special, also a woman that you all look up to. Her journey has been inspiring. A lot of young actors always say, we want to be like Kareena Kapoor Khan. And she tells you, but be yourself. That's exactly who she is. I'm talking about, of course. Hello, Kareena Kapoor Khan.
Hi.
I meant every word of the introduction, as you know. It's been a while that we've known each other. And one thing I'll always like about you is the fact that you've been honest.
Yeah.
But today I'm asking you, and you know, you are someone who's having these deep conversations with people. Do you hold yourself back now? Or are you still trying to balance that out and still be the person who is, you know, that innocence that you had in the beginning when you wanted to, even with roles or with the conversations?
Yeah. No, I think people also grow, you know, with time, with experiences in this industry. So I think that's what's happened is that, of course, I've just grown from being, you know, an 18-year-old girl to now, you know, I'm 42 years old, and I wear that very proudly on my sleeve, and I'm like, that's fine, but the industry has helped me grow into the person that I am also. I've learned things through everything. When you're younger, you're like, oh my God, okay, fine, brash, this, that. Yeah. But hopefully then, you know, the growth has to happen. Yeah. People just grow up and then, you know, learn through their experiences.
And you've kept it real. That's important.
Yeah.
Today when you see, you know, you mentioned that, you know, you started when you were 17, 18, and 22 years have been completed of Kareena Kapoor Khan. And there's a celebration every day of the person that you are, and the journey you've sort of created for yourself and for the women who came in after you. Yeah. I think that is so important. When you look back, Kareena, how do you look at the one who started? How do you look at the person who started, and also the kind of biases you fought against to reach here?
No, I think that the person, of course, I mean, I started work when I was 17, and, you know, at that time you have a different sort of energy, different sort of passion. Your, you know, mind is on a different wavelength, you know. Today, of course, I'm happy. I'm the queen of my own castle, which I'm very happy with. What I mean by that is that I take my own decisions. I am very happy with what I want to do. I choose not to do more because I have to balance. I've always prioritized my family, my children, my husband, and that's out of choice. Doesn't mean that everyone has to do it, but that's my choice that I wanted to do. Of course, I'm ambitious, but I'm not over ambitious. That's always been me. I'm very happy and comfortable in what I do, and that's the way I want, and that's the way I want it to be in my life, you know. And as I'm putting all, you know, the pieces of the puzzle together, I just want to balance out time with my boys, and at the same time as, you know, do what I love doing, which is, you know, being on set, working.
Kareena, today when you had a conversation with Ranbir, right, after the fatherhood that he is, and, you know, you're a parent, there's a different kind of vibe, right? I could see that when you were chatting in the show as well. Tell me about how that experience was. Do you see him, because I'm sure for him also your, you know, advices or your conversations matter, because he's seen you also been this person who's really balanced both, you know, both motherhood and this so nicely.
Yeah, but I just feel that every parent's experience is their own experience. Sure. And these do's and these don'ts and the tips and this and that, I mean, it's just like, you know, it's, of course, it's easier said than done. So I just feel like I didn't take any advice, and I don't give any advice to anybody. Okay. That's just the way I am, you know. I mean, like, I'm not an expert at all. Even after Jay, I'm not an expert. I'm also just, you know, each day, every parent, every mother, every mother is trying to do their best for themselves and for their child. So I don't think I'm that kind of person to be, "Arey aise karna chahiye, waise karna chahiye." I've never been that type.
No, but I mean, like, but you could see, like, there's a
Yeah.
certain kind of
No,
maturity
I think
in the way
there's a
you both.
maturity that's there because there's a lot of mutual love between us, and because I'm happy that he's so happy today. I think that is what is, is visible to our fans.
You know, you also spoke about, like, how Tushin was the time you really thought is going to do well, right?
Yeah.
And the entire size zero phase. I feel like, you know, your relationship, and like all women, with our bodies and the way has also changed, right? Like today I feel like all of us are trying to be kinder to ourselves.
Yeah, of course.
How has that changed for you, A? Because I know there are unreasonable standards set for women, and particularly in this field when you're an actor, you're being scrutinized every day. How have you evolved in that journey?
Like I said, you have to just do what works for you, what makes you happy. If you're going to start living for other people's standards, then there won't be any time to live for yourself, And for me, living for myself is the most important.
What is one thing that you want to bring to a new season when you're talking to your guests? And has it helped that today you're a different person, you have so much life experiences, I'm sure that also comes in, right, when these conversations.
Yeah, of course. I think that's why the guests that we've chosen this season have also been people that I have deeply admired, people that I have also been excited to talk to. We've had a lot of young digital content creators, a lot of influencers who make a difference, who believe in their work, who believe in themselves. We've had an exciting mix of actors, Shefali Shah, Rani Mukherjee, people that I have always felt have somewhere impacted me, their performances, the way they live their life. So I think it's grown with me each season. This season I was very, very particular that, okay, let's get people who, whose voice is going to be heard by everybody on parenthood, on motherhood, on parenting, on fatherhood, Like, people want to hear the human side of these celebrities. And I mean, they've come and they've spoken so well that, it's just amazing the way they've all spoken.
Has someone surprised you? Because you know some of them, and I'm talking about the ones whether it's Kapil or whether it's Ranbir.
Yeah.
Has someone surprised you with their answer that you're like, this is a new facet that you didn't know?
No, there were a lot of people that I didn't know. I didn't know Shefali Shah before.
Yeah.
I did not know. We've all been on Kapil's show, but we've not spoken about parenting. We've not spoken about, what he feels, on, female comedians. I asked him about that. So there are a lot of topics that we've touched which you don't get to hear from these people. So for me also, it's like people like that, I was like, wow, you get to kind of actually know what they're thinking.
Were you delighted to see the kind of reactions you still, I'm sure you're not surprised, but I'm sure you must be delighted to see the kind of reactions the re-release of Jab We Met got.
Yeah, of course, but it's such a beautiful,
of course,
lovely, warm film. I think that it's a film that kind of, it just leaves you, it's like that, that warm, that garam kind of, khana that you want to eat. Comfort food, that's what Jab We Met is. It kind of just gives you that feeling of like, that you belong, everything's going to be fine. It's just, it's like, I think so. It just has that feeling.
And because it's so iconic, have you ever thought that if they do a sequel and how it'll be, the post-life, would you ever want to do that? And would you be okay for remakes made? Sometimes they say like...
No, Jab We Met can't be remade. And it won't. It's too, I don't think so, no? It can't.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But do you ever think about a sequel? Have you ever thought? I'm sure a lot of people try to,
No, I don't know. I don't know a sequel. I don't know, because you want to remember Geet for just the way she was. You don't want to see what actually happens to her.
Yeah.
When she kind of, in life. Somehow you just want to love her for that, for those crazy decisions, for the fact that she just lived, life according to her terms. She believed so much in love. So you want to leave certain characters, in the memory like that.
So basically, and also no one else can do Geeta. I don't think so. If they want to do also, I don't think it's possible to
Some characters should remain untouched.
Here. Pretty much the verdict given here, isn't it,
I
Kareena?
think so, na?
Yeah, it is. Deal with it better. Have you... Because I think your choices are very based on what you want to do and not on what imaging you want and all of that.
Now it's not about that. No, I've been here too long to not understand that, certain films will do well and certain films will not. And I've seen too many of those, both sides of the coin, equally. But of course, you still do kind of, feel bad that, a film didn't get its due. But then you kind of learn and understand that, okay, why and what, and, maybe not. And then, but I've never been that kind of person who overanalyzes or overthinks. I'm not that kind of person. Then I'm like, yeah, okay, it's fine.
Now, here's the most interesting part. I'll have to mention crew.
Okay.
Because I feel like, okay. Because I think crew, watching the three of you come together, Tabu, you and Kriti, I think is going to be amazing. You also did Veer, and then you have a film like Jile Zara with Katrina, Alia, and Priyanka coming up. I think it's amazing to see this, and I've spoken to a lot of actors also about it. There was a time when investments on women were made to only pit them against each other.
Yeah, of course.
To see that they finally, and also these collaborations happen with mainly male superstars, right? Like getting them in a film together because they are thought to be worthy and invested upon. I see that happening here, which is, I think, fantastic. A little on crew, and A on what I've just, and B on what I've just said, right? Like, I want to know your thoughts on this.
I think now lines are blurring. There's no like male, female superstar. Now it's about the part, the character, the script, the director, what we're kind of, what the story is. Not the way you're looking, but how it's going to be executed. Today, you can't call someone a hero, heroine, or whatever. I think you're known as an actor. Everybody today wants to be known as that. I think, stardom has kind of been taken over by performances, good scripts, good content, and I think that's the time. So whether you're male or female and you're, acting in a movie, today, I think, and I hope that is the way people will continue and look at it. And that's why when Riya came to me with Veer at the same time, when Taimur was born, and now after Jay's born, she came with crew, I was super excited that, it was going to be like this all-female led pack. And I was like, it's not. We're all actors and we're all going to do our part. And we can't wait to start shooting. And I know that people, I'm 100% sure that people will go, will watch the film, will love it, will enjoy it. And, there will be this talk of like, male superstars. But, I think female superstars or females have more courage to work together, three great actors in one frame. Three male superstars, I'm not quite sure. Have they really done that?
And I said this because I spoke
no
to
guts,
Kriti.
no glory. So it's fine.
No guts, no glory.
I
guts
think it's fine.
And it's important.
Yeah, and I think people are ready. They want this. They're waiting for it. Like you guys are asking when, crew is starting, when is it coming out. So I know people are. So that gives us hope that, they want to watch, these kind of movies.
We're doing a show that we talk about what women want. When we talk about what female actors want, most of them have told me that they want, budgets to be like that.
Yeah.
Budgets to be scaled and that to have that kind of scale that male actors do, which is still a fight right now, right? And it's slowly progressive in that direction.
Yeah,
hopefully that is what we see next. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I'm sure with the kind of brave roles that so many today of our female actors are taking and moving in that direction. I think budget, it doesn't matter. I think what matters is the content and the script, whether it's Jalsa, Sherni, I think they all are fantastic scripts. You don't need to have 200 crores to make a fantastic film, but people have watched those films, they've loved it. So, it gives us hope that, there is an audience out there that wants to consume this.
How do you look at the changing relationship with the paparazzi, and are you drawing lines there?
I am not drawing any lines.
Which is good.
In fact, I've been very like, I'm the only one, I'm like, whatever. I don't even know. I'm like, okay, fine, clicking, it's fine.
It's fine.
I'm like, what do I do? The more I'm going to try and, do all of that, I'm like, I think both Saif and me have been very honest. But of course, sometimes, one does feel that, coming into the building or doing certain things or clicking the kids when they're doing, like Saif said, extracurricular activities, things like that. That, I think, is the only thing we've requested them not to do. But apart from that, Saif's always like, you're just always posing. I'm like, yeah, I am. Get with the plan, Saif.
You're also very good at it.
Yeah, so he would be like, yeah, okay. And Seth's like walking and trying to be like calm. And he's like, why are you posing? I'm like, yeah, chill, that's me. I'm happy. He's like, you love it. I said, yeah, I love it.
Some fun questions for you, Kareena. Are you ready?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. If there's a co-host for What Women Want with you, who should that person be and why?
If there was a co-host,
Yeah. Who should that person be and why?
who should that person be? I don't think anyone else can co-host What Women Want. Because I think only I mastered the art of what they want with
like
running into 4 seasons of the show.
Yeah, you have years of experience.
I do, and I'm not sharing it with anyone.
I like that. Well done, Kareena. One quality that you feel like the host of a show like this should definitely have, which you obviously have.
No, I think that one quality is being a good listener. You know, because of course as actors, we also like to share our point of view, or we also like, but we sometimes have to know that we're also, when you're hosting a show, you're also, you know, you've invited someone, you have to be a good listener. So I think that, that I've learned a lot from this show.
So, if there is one actor that you still feel that you need to be paired with on screen, who would that person be and why?
I said Ranbir Kapoor. I think
Ranbir Kapoor.
Yeah, he's the finest actor.
Okay, fair
in
enough.
this generation, and I would love to work with
A
him.
female co-actor that you hope get like another film with and why?
A female co-actor. I think any or most of them. I'd like to work with Vidya Balan someday, for sure.
What are a few things that you feel still needs to change about the way we look at women in the industry?
I think now most of the producers, most of the people who are writing scripts are looking at us actors as actors. It's not like now, you know, okay, we'll take her as a heroine, or we'll take so-and-so as, you know, chote role mein ye le lenge. I think all that, I think that's kind of gone, which is quite amazing, and I hope it stays that way.
Well, you've been using a lot of poo dialogues during the episodes, which is one that you, in the things that we see, in the snippets that we see, which is the one poo dialogue that you actually have used in real life a lot and laughed about.
Yeah, I don't know, these poo dialogues suddenly in this generation have become even more relevant than what they were even in 2000, nah? Pretty hot and tempting. I think we all use that all the time, nah?
Yeah. What have you used?
I also use
Pretty
it.
hot and
Yeah,
tempting?
I think it's the best one, nah?
I love that though.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. In this generation, people are using it more.
100%. Okay, what is one film of yours that you would first show to Jay and of course to both your kids, one of Saif and one of yours, that you would 100% show when they are at that age?
Saif is like, I don't know which film of Saif's. I mean, I think they should see Dil Chahta Hai, because it's about, you know, friendship and love and, you know, companionship and being together. And I think, yeah, my film also, I think it would be Jab Bhi Met, which I would want them to get that warm feeling by.
I'm sure they are going to be like easy critics, no? Like, I don't think, you think they're very...
Yeah,
with their commentary?
Yeah, I think they are. They're quite chilled, both the boys.
I think it's going to be a great season.
Thank you.
Kareena, all the very best, and I'm looking forward to a lot more seasons of this on Mirchi Plus.
Thank you.
Thank you once again, and please keep doing who you are. We love you, and I love you. Sending you lots of love.
Thank you.
Thank you.